Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Friday, the 8th of October, 2021. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity's at 98%, more or less. It's been raining off and on, well, since early this morning. You just gotta, it was raining really hard just a little bit ago, so we got a little bit of a break. 22 degrees Celsius. I wish that these were conditions that were going to stay. Man. It's almost easy to breathe out there. So, anyway. Let's see. I had a question about my sleep schedule. Like, don't I get woken up a lot sleeping during the day? And not really. The way my mobile home's situated, I'm tucked back. First off, I'm like, there's not a whole lot of traffic to begin with, and then I'm tucked back, like my bedroom's back off the street, and there's an apartment complex behind me, but they're usually quiet while people are off to work or whatever. So I occasionally get woken up, but that happens at night too. I mean, loud noises or whatever. And mainly it's things like today. There was a lot of loud thunder from early this morning. Like before I went to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at just a couple minutes after 5. That thunder kept coming by and waking me up. So, yuck. It looks like we got traffic up here. So I'm going to try and go around it. Because for me, traffic is frustrating. Even if I don't have any place to be, for me, traffic is stressful. So, if I can avoid it, I avoid it. Let's see. A few corrections. I had the wrong dates for going to my daughter's house. I didn't understand why they were going to Las Vegas. Really, for my son-in-law's birthday in October. His birthday's next month. In fact, his birthday is the day after mine. One G-Brat is 2 days before mine, I think he's the 17th. And then my other son-in-law is either the 30th or 31st of November, I forget. So we have, I think I've got one of my granddaughter's birthdays this month too. And let's see, the little guy, the youngest one, his birthday's in November. So it's a busy month. But anyway, I was mistaken. I will not be at the daughter's making dinners this month. It'll be next month, the 15th through the 20th, or 14th through the 20th. Something like that. So, got a couple of things planned. Some are pretty basic, like chili dog casserole, goulash. daughter suggested a naked burrito, which sounds really good. It's like going to Moe's and getting their burrito in a bowl type thing. Only it's all mixed up. It's not individual scoops. So that sounds interesting. I think I'm going to like that. I think I'm going to enjoy making it. So that's 3 of the nights, and then I don't know, make it lazy and do some frozen dinners or something, but we'll see. I'll try to get 3 or 4 actual cooked meals. Then the other thing is, come on, people, we're going to miss this light if y'all don't get hitting on that gas pedal. The other thing is, see, people, oh man. The other thing is my fuel mileage on the brat buggy, and on the van. Well, not the van so much. I know pretty certain what I have on the van, but I had looked at Google Maps to get my information, and I could have sworn they said it was 34.3 miles from point A to point B. So, oh man, traffic's still, man. Anyway, so I had that figured out to about 70 miles for the round trip, and then added a little bit on for my side trips and whatever. And I went to double check yesterday on a different route, and come to find out I was using the wrong numbers. Excuse me. It's not 30-some miles. Excuse me again. It's only 21 miles. So that makes a huge difference in the mileage. You know, that's over 20 miles a day, 100 miles a week. So I haven't sat down and figured it out, but that takes me from a great 22 to 23 miles a gallon down to more like a 16 to 17, maybe 18 if I'm lucky. Oh well. It felt good while it lasted. I said something about it yesterday to my daughter and son-in-law, because they're looking for another vehicle. My daughter's new job involves a lot of driving, and her Suburban gets lousy fuel mileage, and she's spending $200 up a week in gas. So we were talking about fuel mileage, and I mentioned what I thought I was getting, and they were both kind of incredulous. And I was like, "Well, I don't know. It surprised the daylights out of me too, but you know, the boys just did a full tune-up on this, and yada 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 yada. So maybe it's running like really good." No. Had to go and bust my own bubble last night. Oh well. It ain't nothing but a thing. Still comes out to, you know, whether it's 23 miles a day or 34 miles a day. Still comes out to around $40 a week, $43 a week, depending on where I get gas. That's getting it cheap at Sam's. I've been seeing prices floating around $3.15, and then last night, Prepper Dale. Really, people? Turn signals. You know, if you're going to change 3 lanes. Our Prepper Dale was talking yesterday about gas in his area is like $3.45 a gallon. Holy smokes! I mean, that's not bad if you don't have to go out. Or, I mean, it is bad, but you know, a lot of people are still in lockdown and not supposed to be getting out or whatever. Not supposed to be associating, depending on the state you live in. But then some of us have to be out, you know, doing everyday stuff like picking up kids at the school, or you know, like I said, my daughter travels quite a bit for work. She's, you know, managing several mobile homes now, trying to get 2 up to decent conditions. Not much you can do. Same thing with the food. Well, shortages in general. Things not getting your containers, or containers not coming in on time. Stuff going bad in containers. I mean, there's stuff that's coming in containers that's already past its sell-by date. Really? I mean, come on now. So, another reason to stock up on foods, dehydrate foods, find what you can. Along those lines, last night I opened a small can of Hormel chili, because I like Hormel chili. I got one of the smaller cans that doesn't have beans in it, but there's also not a whole lot of meat. They give you a whole lot of chili sauce, but I mean, I like it, but it's you know, I usually add it to a fresh cooked hamburger or something like that. Last night I added a 1/4 cup of textured vegetable protein, beef flavored, not that you can tell. But once that puffs back up again, it's the equivalent to a 1/2 pound of meat. And it did really well in that chili. I was very pleasantly surprised. I added, I added some dried onions, some dried garlic, some dried peppers. And then about a 1/2 cup, between a 1/4 and a 1/2 cup of water. Microwaved it for a minute, stirred everything together, microwaved it for 3 minutes, stirred it again, let it sit for about 10 minutes, microwaved it again for 3 minutes, added some cheese to the top, and microwaved it again. I was going kind of for the Velveeta Rotel dip, but I didn't add that much cheese. It was kind of a cross, but I had it with toasties, I guess we'd call them. I don't know. I took a roll and sliced it into rounds, about a little more than a 1/4 inch thick. Toasted them off until they're toast. Not hard and crunchy, but not really bread-like anymore. So, anyway, It was good. It really was. I ended up cleaning up the bowl with a piece of buttered bread. Alright, we are at my destination. Thank you all for hanging out, going along with me, keeping me company, listening to me babble. And let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Till I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. It's watching, y'all. Bye-bye.